Day seven, Sunday. This is the day that the Lord has made. Let us be glad and rejoice in it. This is the day for us to rejoice. And I know that these past, 7 days, this is the one to push through. But man, I hope that you, again, have experienced God in greater ways, in more profound ways. I know that some of you guys are planning to continue on, and that's awesome too. But here's what I'm thinking, here's what I'm asking, here's what I've been praying for really, is that this day, as we show up to church, that we show up with gratefulness, that we show up with thankfulness, that we show up with our hearts, our spirits ready to praise God. Ready to praise God. It says in Psalm 100, verses 4 and 5 here, it says, "Enter his gates with thanksgiving and his courts with praise. Give thanks to him and praise his name. For the Lord is good and his love endures forever. His faithfulness continues through all generations." His faithfulness continues through all generations. Now, part of what this is speaking to is really kind of preparing your heart, preparing yourself to enter into his presence. Now, we understand that his presence, of course, is everywhere, and we can just become aware of his presence, even in our own living rooms and whatnot. But when it comes to gathering together with the saints, we do so with a grateful and a thankful heart. We enter his courts with praise. We give thanks to his name. Now, when the people of Israel would gather at the temple, they did so with intention. And I'm asking that today we show up to church maybe with a little bit more intention than we've ever showed up with before, or a little bit more excitement or expectation, knowing that God can do something big this Sunday. I'm reminded of the southern steps that lead up to the temple. Now, the thing with the southern steps is they're all different heights and different depths. And the thought is you would have to be very mindful as you climbed those southern steps, as you entered into the temple. See, I've got steps at home. The house we rent's a 2-story, and I've been climbing those things now for about 12 years. And I can do it blindfolded. I can do it in the dark, do it a lot of times in the dark. I pretty much know when the last step is. It's just muscle memory now. I don't even have to think about it. And a lot of you guys kind of experience the same thing. When it comes to steps, we don't really think about it. We just climb up and we climb down. But the steps that led to the temple, the southern steps, you had to think about it. You had to mindfully and intentionally consider every single step as you knew that you were going to the house of God to worship God. And I know that we don't have a lot of steps. We got maybe 2 steps at one of the entrances here at our church. But let us today, as we culminate this 7 days of fasting, let's show up to church with such gratefulness and such thankfulness and such praise, intentionally entering in to his presence. It's not like every other day. It's not like every other steps that we've gone up and gone down before. No, today can be different. So church, we're praying and we're believing that this Sunday can be one of the greatest Sundays we've ever experienced as Rhythm Church, as we celebrate 4 years and as we enter into 2024 intentionally. Love you. We'll see you today.